I'm living in that living room all white. I'm up all night, season ends while niggas sleeping. Lost so many guys, guess why I'm breathing. We keep it strong as the name live on, like if they was never gone. Mind blown, and need them out ever since.
So we've been seeing within the last couple years or so, man, you know, crime has already been crazy, you know what I'm saying, around the country. But it's shot up, particularly during the pandemic, while everybody's been at home and everything. What factors have led to it, I can't put my finger directly on it. I don't know what it's been, but it's been crazy. Last year we saw it now. Crime, specifically murders, most notably murders, went up in every city. Many cities setting records, and then many cities, and talking about the major cities, across every major city in America, the murder rate went up. Also, you know, you're seeing a lot of the trends continue in many cities this year. Philadelphia being the most notable one. He's having a record amount of murders this year, over 500. So yeah, you've been seeing a lot of, man. It's just a lot of crazy stuff. We got a lot of work to do. The inability to get any of this under control. I don't know if a lot of this shit can be fixed because, you know, a lot of mindsets have been implanted. But, you know, just gotta do what you can, and, you know, focus on one at a time. You know, focus on, you know, accountability. Teach that to the parents, you know, so they can transfer that to the youth. But you had this LAPD detective, man, coming out comparing Los Angeles to the Purge. Could it be hyperbole? I don't know. I don't live in Los Angeles. I just know, you know, shit's always been crazy around the country. I know Los Angeles is nothing like it was in the 80s and early 90s. We can say that much. But, you know, Purge, that may just be a scare tactic. We do know the LAPD, they have a history of corruption. So they haven't been, you know, all into, you know, ending the shit that's been going on the streets. Talk about all these, you know, different, you know, these no bail laws that they passed around the country. And it's supposedly supposed to be for non-violent offenders and stuff like that. So people with drug offenses and, you know, traffic tickets and stuff like that, which I don't believe anybody should go to jail for drugs anyway. But at the same time, you've been seeing people who've been getting arrested for robbery, and they getting out. It's just like the guy in here in what's his name, Dejon Landrum in California, over in California, got arrested 3 times in one day. And so that, shit like that. But, you know, I'm pretty sure if the dude was moved on a revolutionary type of scale, and I'm say this as far as really tackling major issues, and really understanding what's going on, they don't let those kind of guys get out of jail, or really, you know, holding the police accountable, holding the city accountable. Those guys don't get out of jail. I think they let these criminals back on the street too cause a lot of mayhem so they can come out with some fear mongering like this. So, you know, my only solution, man, hey, and get you a gun, man. Get you a gun. Now, you know, California has the strictest gun laws. You know, they're completely anti-Second Amendment. All their gun laws, and limiting, you know, semi-automatic and what they call assault weapons. California is terrible, man. California's a shithole. Complete trash when it comes to that. And no stand your ground laws. So they definitely don't protect their citizens. And like I said, you know, they don't follow their own jurisdiction. They don't follow their own laws, Second Amendment law. So, but you got to get you one, because police have no obligation to save you. And even if it was, by the time, some stuff goes down, they'll already be gone, right? So people arm up and then fight against these, these gun laws that are out here that, that limit the right for a person to protect themselves. A person has the right to protect themselves. That's a fundamental right. Now, there's dangers that come with that. There are. Can't lie about that. Having people liberally be able to possess firearms is different stuff like that. Nothing said, it's perfect, but, it's for what could come. And, stuff like, government overreach, police overreach, which we've seen time and time again. So, it's about picking your poison. But we'll say, under the current laws, like I said, the Second Amendment's on the books. So that means your state, federal governments, all that, they have to abide by that. And if they don't, then what's the point of laws, right? What's the point of that contract between the citizen and the government? So I don't know, man. They do a lot of stuff, especially, man, they put a lot of fear, especially when it comes to black folks. They have and the new way of doing it is having, when you have these issues and, miseducating and manipulating black folks to where they take a completely illogical stance on different issues, and then they act like they're on the side. But in real life, man, they're really putting you on display, trying to, show you as uneducated and, incapable of really, being able to participate in life. It's all type of different stuff like that. So they use that, and they use stuff like this, when they really don't care. Folks ain't been out there. There ain't been a lot of people really coming, unless it comes to their neighborhood. They don't care what happens, in the hood. You see it now. And even within, they still don't care. They'll sit up there, they'll talk about police brutality, but they're not going to come to your, and they're not going to come to your city and address, the murders. Because, we people. We supposed to be all together, but it's all divided. Once it comes to issues like that, they ain't got nothing to do with that because they stay on the other side of town. So, man, hey, lace up, man. Lace up. Get your guns and, defend yourself. That's simple.